फर्जंदे ज़हरा ये हालात बुरे हैं।
काशाना-ए-बसीरत एक ऐसा मुकम्मल यूट्यूब चैनल जिस पर महरूम बसारत के लिए बिलखुसूस और तमाम अफराद के लिए बिलमूम सैकड़ों की तादाद में इस्लामी कुतुब दस्तयाब हैं। लिहाजा गुजारिश है कि आप अपनी जिम्मेदारी निभाते हुए काशाना-ए-बसीरत को सब्सक्राइब करने के साथ साथ बेल आइकॉन को प्रेस कीजिए ताकि आप इल्म के हुसूल के साथ साथ मजहब अहले बैत की इशाअत में भी अहम किरदार अदा करते रहें। काशाना-ए-बसीरत
फर्जंदे ज़हरा ये हालात बुरे हैं।
Now we are on page number 250, part number 25 of this book. Let's begin with point number 11. Here it is mentioned with the list of chain of narrators that narrated to us Abdul Hassan Ahmad bin Sabit, narrated to us Muhammad bin Ali bin Abdus Samad Kufi, narrated to us Ali bin Asim from Muhammad bin Ali bin Musa, from his father Ali bin Musa bin Jafar, from his father Jafar bin Muhammad, from his father Muhammad Ali, from his father Ali bin Hussain, from his father Hussain ibn Ali alayhi salam, that he said, I went to the messenger of Allah while Ubay ibn Ka'b was with him. The messenger of Allah exclaimed, Welcome, O Aba Abdullah, O adornment of the heavens and the earth. Ubay asked, O messenger of Allah, how somebody other than you can be the adornment of heavens and earth? He replied, Ubay, I swear by the one who raised me as a prophet with truth. Verily, Hussain ibn Ali in the heaven enjoy a greater position than in the earth. Surely it is written on the right side of the throne that he is the light of guidance, the ark of salvation, the untiring imam, might, pride, the ocean of knowledge, and the treasure chest. Certainly, Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, has carried in His lines pure, blessed, and chaste sperm, which was created before the creation came into existence in the wombs of the mothers, or semen flowed in the lines of the fathers, or even before day and night existed. Indeed, Allah inspired the creatures the prayers by which they would invoke, but that Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, would gather them with Him, Hussein, he will be their intercessor in his hereafter, and Allah will remove from him his difficulty, repay his debt, ease his affair, expand his path, strengthen him against his enemy, and will not rip apart his veil, that is, conceal his sins. Ubay inquired, What are these prayers, O Messenger of Allah? He answered, When you are sitting after finishing your prayers, say, the translation here is, O Allah, certainly I asked you for the sake of your kingdom, the contracting parties of your might, the residents of your heavens and your earth, and your and your prophets and messengers, that you answer me, because difficulty has overcome my affair. Thus I ask you that you bless Muhammad and the progeny of Muhammad, and that you make my affair easy for me. Then surely Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, will ease your affair, expand your heart for you, and inspired unto you the testimony. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah at the time of your death. We questioned, O Messenger of Allah, what is this sperm which is in the line of my beloved Hussein alayhi salam? He elucidated, the likeness of his sperm is like that of the moon, which throws light and shows the way. Whoever follows it will be guided, and whoever deviates from it will led astray. He asked, Then what is his name and what is his supplication? He explained, His name is Ali, and his supplication is, O eternal, O everlasting, O living, O controller, O reliever of sorrows, O remover of grief, O sender of messengers, and O truthful in his promise. Whoever invokes through this supplication, Allah the Mighty and Glorified will raise him along with Ali ibn Hussein, and he will be his guide to paradise. Ubay inquired, O Messenger of Allah, will he have any caliph or successor? He replied, Yes, for him will be the inheritances of the heavens and the earth. Ubay asked, What does the inheritances of the heavens and the earth mean? He replied, Decreeing the truth, ordering righteousness, interpretation of the laws, and the explanation of what will be. Ubay asked, What is his name? He replied, His name is Muhammad. Verily, the angels will soon be acquainted with him in the heavens and invoke with his invocation. O Allah, if there is any satisfaction or love near you for me, then forgive me, and whoever follows me from my brother or my followers, and purify what is in my lines, O the most merciful of all the mercifuls. Then Allah will place in his line a blessed, pure, and immaculate sperm. Jibrail informed me that surely Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, has purified the sperm and named it Jafar and made him guide, the guided one. He is satisfied with Allah, and Allah is satisfied with him. He prays to his Lord and says in his supplication, the translation here is, O untiring provider, of the most merciful of the mercifuls, grant protection for my Shias from the fire and satisfaction near you for them. Then forgive their sins, ease their affairs, repay their debts, conceal their secrets, and forgive their major sins which are between you and them. O He who does not fear injustice, nor does sleep and slumber overtake him, grant salvation for me from every grief and sorrow. Whoever prays with this supplication, Allah will raise him with a white, bright face along with Jafar ibn Muhammad to the paradise. O obey, surely Allah the Blessed and High has placed in his sperm a pure, blessed, and immaculate sperm, upon which he has sent mercy. He named it Musa and made him an Imam. Ubay asked, O Messenger of Allah, have each one of them been described in detail, procreate, inherit, and describe each other in the aforementioned manner? He replied, Jibreel alayhi salam has described them for me on the authority of Allah, the Lord of the worlds mighty, be his majesty. Ubay asked, Did Musa ibn Jafar have any specific supplication which he prayed other than the supplications of the forefathers? He replied, Yes. He will say in his supplications, translation is, O Creator of creation, O Griever of sustenance, O Splitter of grain, O Creator of winds, O giver of life to the dead, and who causes death to the living, O everlasting, and who brings forth the vegetation, do unto me as you are worthy of doing. One who invokes in this manner Allah mighty and glorified be He will fulfill his needs and raise him on the day of judgment along with Musa bin Jafar. Surely Allah has placed in his lines a pure and immaculate sperm with which He is satisfied. He has named it Ali, and Allah, mighty and glorified be He in His knowledge and His wisdom, was satisfied with His creation. He made him a proof for His Shias through which they will demonstrate on the day of judgment. He has an invocation by which He invokes. Translation is, O Allah, grant me guidance, make me firm on it, and raise me on it in a state of security, like the safety of the one who has neither fear nor grief nor sorrow. Surely you are worthy of fear and worthy of forgiveness. And verily, Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, has put in His sperm a blessed, pure, and immaculate sperm, with which He is satisfied, and named him Muhammad ibn Ali. He is the intercessor of his Shias and the inheritor of his grandfather's knowledge. He has clear signs and apparent arguments. When he will be born, he will declare. Translation is, There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. and he will recite in his supplications, O the one who has neither any similar nor any example. You are Allah. There is no God but you are is no there is no creator but you. You will annihilate the creatures while you will remain. You are forbearing with the one who disobeys you, and in forgiveness is your satisfaction. Whoever prays with this supplication, Muhammad ibn Ali will be his intercessor of the day on the day of judgment. Surely Allah, blessed and high, has placed in his line a pure, bright, blessed, immaculate, and clean sperm. He has named it Ali ibn Muhammad. He has clothed him with contentment and dignity, and deposited in him sciences and secrets of every hidden thing. Whoever meets him, he will inform him of what is in his heart and caution against his enemy, and he will supplicate in this manner. O light of all lights, O proof of illuminator, O explanator, O Lord, protect me from the evil of the evils, and the calamities of the times. I ask you salvation on the day when the trumpet is blown. Whoever recites this supplication, Ali ibn Muhammad will be his intercessor and his leader to paradise. Surely Allah, blessed and high, has placed in his line a sperm and named it Hassan ibn Ali. He made him a light in his cities, a caliph in his earth, an honor for his nations, a guide for his Shias, an intercessor for them near their Lord, a punishment for those who oppose him, a proof for whoever befriends him, and a clear argument for whoever takes him as an imam. He will say in his supplication, translation is, mighty of reverence in his might. O mighty, grant me might for the sake of your might. Assist me with your help. Keep far from me the worshippings of the devils. Defend me with your defense. Protect me with your protection and make me from the chosen ones of your creatures, O one, O unique, O singular, O needless. Whoever invokes with this supplication, Allah the High will raise him with him Hassan ibn Ali, and for him is salvation from hell, even if it was obligatory on him. Surely Allah the Mighty and Glorified has placed in the lines of Hassan a blessed, pure, clean, immaculate, and purified sperm. Every believer from whom is satisfied with it, and only the Allah has taken the covenant of mastership. Deniers will disbelieve in him. He is the pure, immaculate, righteous guide and guided Imam. He is the beginning of justice and its end. He will verify Allah, majesty and glorified be He, and Allah will verify him in His saying, He will emerge from Makkah till the proofs and signs are manifested. In Talqeen, he will have treasures that are neither gold nor silver but beautiful war horses and imposing men. Allah, mighty and glorified be He, will gather for him 313 men from distant cities equal to the number of the Muslim soldiers in Badr. With him is a sealed book which comprises the number of his companions along with their names, their genealogy, their cities, their business, their speech, and their agnomen. They will be the steadfast and will strive hard in his obedience. Ubay asked, what will be his proofs and his signs, O Messenger of Allah? He replied, he will have a standard. When the time of his reappearance nears, this standard will unfurl on its own, and Allah, the Blessed and High, will give it the power of speech. The standard will call out, emerge, O friend of Allah, and kill the enemies of Allah. He will also have two flags and two marks, besides a sheathed sword, which will call out, Come forth, O friend of Allah, as it is not permitted for you to sit quietly before the enemies of Allah. Then he will reappear and kill the enemies of Allah wherever he will find them. He will uphold the laws of Allah and judge by the judgment of Allah. Jibril will appear from his right side, Mikael from his left, Prophet Shoaib and Saleh in front of him. Soon you will remember what I am telling you, and I entrust my affairs to Allah. Mighty and the glorified be He. Even if it is after a long time, O obey, congratulations to the one who meets Him, congratulations to the one who loves Him, and congratulations to the one who believes in Him. Allah will save him from destruction because of his acknowledgement in Him, in the Messenger of Allah, and in all the Imams. Allah will open for them the paradise. Their likeness in the earth is like that of the perfume musk, the fragrance of which never diminishes after diffusion. Their similarity in the heavens is like that of an illuminated moon, the light of which never extinguishes. Ubay asked, O Messenger of Allah, how is Allah, the Mighty and Glorified, explained the condition of these Imams? He answered, surely Allah, blessed and high be He, sent down upon me 12 seals and 12 books. The name of each Imam is on his seal, and his attribute is in his book. May Allah bless them all. Now we are on point number 12. And the list of chain of narrators mentioned here is narrated to us Muhammad bin Ali Majawali. Narrated to me my uncle Muhammad bin Abil Qasim from Ahmad bin Abi Abdullah Baraki from Muhammad bin Ali Qureshi from Muhammad bin Sinan from Abi Hamza from Abi Jafar Muhammad bin al Baqir from his father Ali ibn Hussain from his father Hussain ibn Ali alayhi salam that he said, I and my brother Hassan went to my grandfather, the Messenger of Allah. He made me sit on one lap and made my brother sit on the other. Then he kissed us and said, by my father, you two are Imams, grandsons and virtuous. Allah has chosen you from me, from your father and your mother. He has chosen from your progeny, O Hussein, 9 Imams. The ninth of them is their Qaim, and all of them are equal before Allah in superiority and status. Now there is a point number 13. Narrated to us Muhammad bin Musa bin Mutawakkil, narrated to me Muhammad bin Yahya al Ather and Abdullah bin Jafar Himyari from Muhammad bin Hussein bin Abul Khattab from Ibn Mehboob from Junaid from Abi Jafar from Jafar bin Abdullah Ansari that he said, oh, one day I came to Fatima Salamullah alaiha, and before her was a tablet inscribed with the names of successors from her progeny. I counted 12 Imams, the last whom was Al Qaim. There were 3 Muhammads and 4 Alis. Bliss of Allah be on them all. The point number 14 is narrated to us Hamza bin Hussein bin Ahmad bin Jafir bin Muhammad bin Zaid bin Ali bin Hussein bin Ali ibn Abi Talib that he said, informed us Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Sayyid, informed us Qasim bin Muhammad bin Hamad, narrated to us bin Ibrahim, narrated to us Hussein bin Zaid bin Ali from Jafar bin Muhammad from his ancestors that the Messenger of Allah said, I give you glad tidings. And he repeated this thrice. The similarity of my nation is like that of a rain. One does not follow whether its beginning is good or its end. Surely the likeness of my nation, Ahle Bayt, is like that of a garden from which one group is fed in one year and another is fed in another year. So much so that the last group which is fed from it is the broadest of them all, like an ocean, the deepest and tallest of them all, and the best of them in love. How can that nation be destroyed which begins with me and which will end with 12 righteous ones, the possessors of intellect after me, and Masih Isa, the son of Maryam? Only those who spread mischief between these two eras will be destroyed. They are not from me, and I am not from them. Point number 15 is narrated to us my father, narrated to us Saad bin and from Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Isa from Muhammad bin Abi Umair from Umar bin Uzaina from Aban bin Abi from Sulaim bin Qais that he said, I heard Abdullah bin Jafar the Yard say, we were present in a gathering that included Muawiyah, Hassan Hussain, Abdullah ibn Abbas, Umar bin Abu Salma, and Osama bin Zaid. Traditions were being narrated. The narrator said to Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan, I heard the Messenger of Allah said, I have a greater claim on the faithful than they have on themselves. After my brother Ali is having greater claim on the believers than they have on themselves. Then, after my son Hassan has a greater claim on the believers than they have on themselves. After him, my son Hussein has greater claim on the believers than they have on themselves. After him, his son Ali has a greater claim on the believers than they have on themselves. And you, O Ali, will see him. After him, his son Muhammad has a greater claim on the believers than they have on themselves. And you, O Hussein, will see him. Then he completed 12 Imams, 9 of whom were from the progeny of Hussein. Abdullah says the statement of mine was verified by Hassan Hussain Abdullah ibn Abbas, Umar bin Abu Salama, and Asma bin Zaid in the presence of Muawiyah. Sulaim bin Qais says, I heard this tradition from Salman, Abu Zar, Miqdad, and Osama bin Zaid, who said they heard it from the Messenger of Allah. The point number 16th is narrated to us Abu Ali Ahmad bin Hassan bin Ali Abdirab, narrated to us Abu Zaid Muhammad bin Yahya bin Khalf bin Yazid Marwazi in the month of Rabiul Awwal of the year 302, narrated to us Ishaq bin Ibrahim Hanzali in the year 238. Ishaq ibn Ravi narrated to me Yahya bin Yahya narrated to us Hashim bin Khalid from Sahabi from Masrak that he said, we were sitting with Abdullah bin Masud when the youth asked Abdullah bin Masud if the Prophet had taken oath of any successors after him. Ibn Masud said, you are young in age, but you have posed a question that no one has ever asked before. You are young in age, but you have posed a question that no one has ever asked before. Yes, our Prophet has taken oath from us that after him there will be 12 caliphs, according to the number of the chiefs of Bani Israel. At point number 17, narrated to us Ahmad bin Hassan al Qatan, narrated to us Abu Abdullah Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Ibrahim, narrated to us Muhammad ibn Abdus Hirani, narrated to us Abdul Ghaffar ibn Hakam, narrated to us Mansur bin Abil Aswad from Mastaraf from Sahbi from his uncle Qais bin Ubaid that he said, we were sitting in a circle in which Abdullah bin Masud was also present. Abadu came and asked, is there Abdullah among you? Abdullah bin Masud said, I am Abdullah. He asked, did your prophet tell you how many caliphs will be there after him? Abdullah bin Masud replied, yes, 12, same as the number of the chiefs of Bani Israel. At point number 18, narrated to us Abdul Qasim Atab bin Muhammad Hafiz, narrated to us Yahya bin Muhammad bin Saad, narrated to us Ahmad bin Abdul Rahman bin Fadl and Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Sawar and Ibn Warraq. They said, narrated to us Abdul Ghaffar bin Hakam, narrated to us Mansur bin Abil Aswad from Mutaraf from Sahabi, that he said, Tab said, narrated to us Ishaq bin Muhammad, narrated to us Yusuf bin Musa, narrated to us Jarir bin Sawar from Sahbi, that he said, narrated to us Sayyid bin Muslima, narrated to us Sawar bin Sahbi. All of them said from his uncle Qais bin Ubaid. Abdul Qasim Atab said, and this is the report of Mutarif. He said, we were sitting in the masjid and in our company was Abdullah bin Masud when Abadu arrived and asked, is there Abdullah ibn Masud among you? Abdullah said, yes, I am Abdullah. What do you want? He said, O Abdullah, did your prophet informed about the number of caliphs among you? Abdullah bin Masud replied, you have asked something no one has ever asked before since I came to Iraq. Yes, 12 caliphs, same as the number of the chiefs of Bani Israel. Point number 19, narrated to us Ahmad bin Hassan al Qatan, narrated to us Abu Bakr Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Abdur Rab Nishapuri, narrated to us Abdul Qasim Harun bin Ishaq, that is Hamdani, that he said, narrated to us my uncle Ibrahim bin Muhammad from Zaid bin Al-Qah and Abdul Malik bin Umair from Jabir bin Samara, that he said, with my father, I was in the presence of the Prophet when I heard him say, there will be 12 amirs after me. Then he said something in a low voice. I asked my father, what did the Messenger of Allah say in a low voice? He replied, he said, all of them will be from Quraysh. Then at point number 20, narrated to us Ahmad bin Hassan al Qatan, narrated to us Abu Ali Muhammad bin Ali bin Ismail, narrated to us Sahal bin Amr Nishapuri, narrated to us Amr bin Abdullah ibn Zarin, narrated to us Sufyan from Sayyid bin Amr from Sahabi from Jabir bin Samara, that he said, I went to the masjid with my father and the messenger of Allah was speaking. I heard him say, there will be 12 imams after me, that is amirs. Then he lowered his voice and I could not make out what he said. So I asked my father, what did he say? He replied, he said, all of them will be from Quraysh. At point number 21, narrated to us Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Ishaq, narrated to us Abu Bakr bin Abi Daud, narrated to us Ishaq bin Ibrahim, narrated to us Walid bin Hisham, narrated to us Muhammad bin Zakwan, narrated to me my father from his father, from Ibn Sirin, from Jabir ibn Samara, that he said, we were with the prophet when he said the matter is this matter Islam will continue till there are 12 caliphs. The people started screaming, due to which I could not hear what he said thereafter. I asked my father, who was closer to the prophet than me, what did the messenger of Allah say? He replied, all of them will be from Quraysh and their like will not be seen. At point number 22, narrated to us Abdullah bin Muhammad, narrated to us Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Sayyid, narrated to us Hassan bin Ali bin Zaid, narrated to us Ismail Tayyar, narrated to us Abu Asma, narrated to me Sufyan from Makul, when he was asked, did the Prophet say there will be 12 caliphs after me? Makul replied, yes. Narrate at point number 23, narrated to us Abdullah bin Muhammad, narrated to me Abdul Hussain Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Yahya, narrated to me Abu Ali bin Musa bin Saleh, narrated to me Abdul Walid Khalf ibn Walid Basri from Israel from Simak, that he said, I heard Jabir bin Samara say, I heard the Prophet say, there will be 12 amirs after me. Then he said something I could not understand. So I asked the people, and they said, he said, all of them will be from Quraysh. At point number 24, narrated to us Abdullah bin Muhammad, narrated to us Abdullah Hassan Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Yahya Asrani, narrated to us Abu Ali Hussain, narrated to us Suleiman bin Abdullah, slave of Amir Sahabi from Amir from Jabir, that he said, the messenger of Allah said, the affair of my ummah will continue to be right till the 12 caliphs endure, and all of them will be from Quraysh. At point number 25, narrated to us my father and Muhammad bin Hassan, may Allah be pleased with them, they said, narrated to us Saad bin Abdullah, narrated to us Yaqub bin Yazid from Hamad bin Isa, from Umar bin Yuzana, from Aban bin Abi Ayash, from Sulaim bin Qais Hilali, that he said, I saw Ali in Masjid Nabwi during the caliphate of Usman. And some people were mentioning some traditions and discussing fiqh and knowledge. They talked about Quraysh, their merits, and those who brought faith in the beginning and their migration to Medina, and what virtues the Holy Prophet had mentioned about Quraysh, like his sayings that all Imams will be from Quraysh and the people will be following Quraysh and the Quraysh will be the Imams of Arabs, and his saying that one should not say bad things about Quraysh and one Quraysh will have twice the strength of a non Quraysh man. And he who bears enmity of Quraysh, Allah bears enmity with him. And he is saying that whosoever humiliates Quraysh, Allah will humiliate him. They talked about Ansar, their merits, who were first ones to accept Islam and their help, and how Allah has praised them in His book, and discussed what virtues the Holy Prophet had mentioned and what he said about the funeral of Saad ibn Maz, and talked about Hanzala ibn Abu Amir, who was given the ritual bath by angels, and talked about that person who was helped by a honeybee. They talked until they did not leave any of the merits of Ansar. Every tribe said they had this one and that one from their tribe. Quraysh said the Holy Prophet was from them. Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib was from them. Jafar was from them. Ubaidah bin Haris and Zaid bin Harisa were from them. And so were Abu Bakr, Usman, Umar, Saad, Abu Ubaidah, Salim, and Ibn Auf. They did not leave anybody among the ones who accepted Islam in the beginning. There was more than 200 people. Some were facing Qibla and some were sitting in a circle. From Quraysh, from what I can remember, was Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, Saad ibn Abi Waqas, Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, and Zubair and Talha and Ammar, Miqdad, Abu Zar and Hashim ibn Atba, Abdullah ibn Umar, and Hassan and Hussain alayhi salam, Abbas and Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr, Abdullah ibn Jafar, Abdullah ibn Abbas. From the Ansar, there were Ubay ibn Ka'b, Zaid bin Sabit, Abu Ayyub Ansari, and Abdul Hashim Muhammad bin Ibn Muslima, and Qais ibn Saad bin Ubaidah, Jabir bin Abdullah, Abu Maryam, and Ans ibn Malik, Zaid bin Arqam, Abdullah of with him his son Abdul Rahman, who was sitting next to him, who was a young boy. As yet he did not have a beard growing and was very handsome. Abdul Hassan Basri came with him and his son Hassan, who was a young boy, as yet did not have a beard growing and was very handsome. His height was medium. I started looking at him and Abdul Rahman Abi Laila. I could not decide who was more handsome between these two, except the Hassan was older and taller. Then people said many things from morning to midday, and Usman was in his house and did not even know that these people were talking about Ali alayhi salam. Was quiet. He did not talk, and neither did anyone from his household. Then all these people turned to Ali alayhi salam and said, O Abul Hassan, what has stopped you from talking? So Ali replied, there is no tribe from which a tribesman has not spoken about merits and not said truth. Then he said, O people of Quraysh, O group of Ansar, through whom has Allah given you these merits? Is it because of you yourselves, or because of your tribes, or people of your house, or somebody else apart from you? Everyone replied, God has given, and because of the Holy Prophet has obliged us, and we have acquired all these because of him, and we have got it. So all merits that we have acquired in religion and world is because of the Holy Prophet. We have not acquired it because of our own selves or our tribes or people of our houses. He said, you have spoken truth, O group of Quraysh and Ansar. So do you accept that whatever good you have acquired in religion and world is especially due to us Ahle Bayt and not due to yourselves? And you have heard the Holy Prophet saying, I and my brother Ali ibn Abi Talib are created from the same clay until Adam alayhi salam. People of Badr, Uhud, and people of Sabiqa, people who accepted Islam first of all, said, "Yes, we have heard it from Holy Prophet." Asked, "What do you accept?" That my brother, the Holy Prophet, said, "I and my Ahle Bayt, we were each and every one of us, and Noor light that were walking in presence of Allah 1400 years before Adam was created. And then Adam was created, the light was put in his lines and brought to his earth. Then his light was put in the boat through Nuh, and then in the fire through Ibrahim, and after that transferred on highly esteemed lines and pure wombs, and then from pure wombs toward extremely respected lines, within such fathers and mothers who never met each other unlawfully. Then Ali alayhi salam said, bearing Allah as witness, I am saying, do you know Allah in His first books has in many verses given my merits, and in this ummah nobody reached Allah and His Prophet before me? Everyone replied, bearing Allah as witness, yes. He asked, bearing Allah as witness, do you know when the verses? The translation is, and as for the foremost, the first of Muhajirs and Ansar, and the foremost and are the foremost, these are they who are drawn to Allah.